Kick it off here on Domination Resistance, and this time we're going to have Infinity playing as Spetsnaz on top side. Guys, it's going to be 5 minutes on each side of the map. The total score from both sides will determine the winner. And with 5-minute round domination, Asher, you cannot let your team get back too far because there's not a lot of ground to make it back up.
Yep, so we're playing Domination here. The map is called Resistance. There are a lot of small corridors here on Resistance. You can see the B flag is very volatile. It's a kind of an area of the map where anything can happen. Grenades come flying through that hallway, that alleyway. There are lots of stun grenades, Semtex. There's all kinds of stuff flying through there. So it's going to be a little standoff, it looks like, right here for this B flag early on. We're seeing shots from Vengeance. Big timer down here over for the OpTic side is making moves. He's flanking around the map. Meanwhile, Merc picking up a couple big kills right there.
OpTic's using different strategies all day today, where you've seen him split the map by going A and C and then not going for B, and right now that's exactly what we were going to see early on, and they do that with A and C, only this time it's Infinity that's pulling off that strategy, not OpTic, as OpTic's only controlling B. If Infinity's got A and C going for a domination as they're pushing the B choke point here.
Yeah, that would be Team Infinity took those early 2 flags. However, OpTic managed to switch it back around now. They do have 2 flags as we see Merc approaching the B flag. Infinity on that B flag, trying to take it. Merc coming up really clutch right there. Has 1 kill, then another, saves the B flag.
Almost
very close
about
to Infinity.
A second, not even a half a second from getting B, and they were not able to do it as somebody from OpTic came in and took care of Gunshi. So these guys are resetting with OpTic now controlling both A and B. They're going to take the lead on the map here, 19-21 in favor of OpTic with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. They're going to go for another B push, and this time they got 2 guys on it for a cap. And again, they knock him down. That's going to be, I think we got 3 knockdown for OpTic right now, right?
Infinity was so close to capturing that B flag right there. And Merc just came up so clutch for OpTic Gaming. Now Infinity finds themselves thrown back into their spawn and letting OpTic control the center of the map as we see Merc here pushing up, picking up another kill on Infinity. He's going to go ahead and push into the spawn, picking up another. They're headhunting. Merc goes for another kill, just barely misses it. Infinity now on respawn. Merc coming back into the game, going ahead and throwing stuns and grenades at that B flag. Again, that's a very, very crucial choke point on the map.
They're doing a good job knocking these guys down, but they can't get in a position to get B. And I don't know if maybe they're going to switch it up, try to go A, because B is not working out for them. Every time they try to get in there, since it's a small corridor, a lot of grenades and stuff, it's easy to knock somebody off of B, and they seem to be struggling to get in there and push in. So now you see Infinity starting to make more of a right-sided push on A to take care of that.
Now you hear the teams communicating quite a bit up here. I don't know if you guys can hear them in the crowd, but there's a lot of chatter going on over here on the OpTic side. Definitely communicating effectively, and that's why they're in the lead right now, Ryan.
Yeah, these OpTic's not getting aggressive, going for a 3 cap by any means, but they're sitting back, making sure that A and B are constantly covered. We saw Gunshi try to push up the right side of the map and try to get A. No dice, as somebody from OpTic was sitting back waiting for him to make sure he didn't get it. So these guys are just sticking it to Infinity right now. OpTic Gaming playing at a whole nother level with the lead 63-40. So that deficit being down by 23 points, you cannot allow that any longer, or else it will be almost impossible to come back on the second side of this domination map.
OpTic just has a stranglehold right now on Infinity. The score on the board is 69-43. OpTic just maintaining those 2 flags, not trying to get too aggressive, just doing an amazing job of playing domination the way it's supposed to be played. Just holding off the other team, setting up some map control, and not getting too aggressive. Maybe we'll see a push out of them here pretty soon, but right now they're doing a great job. 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the clock.
All right, it's got to excellent pop back into it. We got Arsol and Furlough. These guys are focused. They've been having a good time today, but right now they need to step it up, down 1-0 in this series. They are continuing to get hammered by OpTic, who looks cool, calm, and relaxed. All of these guys have been here before on a big stage with nothing like this, with the stakes so high, not only for bragging rights, but $400,000 on the line for first place, $200,000 for second place. The numbers are astronomical, and the intensity of this match is continuing to pick up, Astro.
Let me tell you something. Merc here has been giving Infinity fits. He keeps pushing into the Infinity spawn. They don't expect it, and he just goes off and manages to hit his shots there. Infinity is really getting thrown off by Merc's gameplay. He keeps pushing into that spawn, and it's just probably driving him crazy right now.
As time is dwindling down, if you look up, that's going to be an OpTic team up top there, and these guys are continuing to lay it on, make sure no one touches B. And that entire map was controlled, A and B was controlled by OpTic literally almost the entire time, as only Infinity was able to hold C here.
All right, so right now the score on the board is 105 to 61 in favor of OpTic Gaming.
44-point lead going into the second half. That's pretty comfy, isn't it, Astro?
They're going to have a 44-point lead heading into the next side of domination. We're going to switch the spawns really quick. We play from both sides, so both teams have an opportunity to play from each spawn. It just makes it a little more fair that way. So OpTic Gaming is going to have a 44-point lead heading into that next side as we kick it off.
All right, we're starting it up here again, guys. Second half of domination. This one's going to determine the winner. And what was the point accumulation over there? Was it 40? What was it?
Well, 44 points is the total that Infinity has to make up.
That's going to be a tough one to bounce back from, but these guys are not worried about it. They're seeming composed over here. And now let's kick it off. As early on, they're going to go for A. Everybody's going to jump on A. That's a good strategy, making sure that you solidify the A spot while pushing towards it. And then it's going to be an overall brawl here, as this is the strategy we were talking about. Instead of the B being the main choke point of the map, you see people going for the CA area. And now that was a whole-out brawl between OpTic and Infinity, and OpTic won that one.
All right, we see OpTic making that move, getting a little sneaky, trying to get on that B flag. They do manage to get that flag capture. That sets the tone again for OpTic Gaming, as they were able to control their two flags last round completely, pretty much the entire game. So Infinity, again, not in a good spot right now with OpTic being up those two flags. They're going to have a lot of work to do right now.
Nice shooting right there by OpTic, as they're going to throw up a UAV on the board, and then gets taken out. Shots fired, he gets dropped. As we switch over to another member from OpTic, they control both B and C, switching around closer to the A side spawn. These guys are going to make sure they backpedal and get to C as they see Infinity moving in. They're going to do a cutout route, takes them out. Nice shooting. That's going to be 2 down, 3 down for Infinity, as OpTic is moving in, staying aggressive. See him converge on C, that he's going to try to get him and take him out here.
So we are in the eyes of OpTic Merc at the moment. Merc now getting taken out there, trying to set up, be a little sneaky, but Infinity snipped that one out. But OpTic still holding onto that 2 flag cap, and it's very, very tough for Infinity to break this line of defense right now.
All right, we're in the eyes of Gunchi right now on the main screen here, as he's getting in position to try to take over another flag. These guys have to act now with 3 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. He's going to check everywhere out, make sure he doesn't see anybody before he moves in and converges on the flag. And no one's around here right now, so he's going to try to get a nice little spot on there and see if he can hold it down so they can finally get 2 caps, Astro. Oh, a double Semtex taken out.
I liked Infinity's thought there. They tried to use the blast shield or the riot shield, to look like, to try and get into one of those flags. But you know what? Semtex right over the top works every time.
In favor of OpTic, with also 46 points from the last game. They're going to have to start pushing for a 3 cap here, as Gunchi picks up a UAV. Excellence gets taken out, and Arsol and Furluff are up on the map. But however, Arsol hit a death streak, so he's got juiced out. So he's obviously having a rough time here, not able to get a kill on the board. And continuing, we see OpTic controlling both B and C, with only allowing Infinity to grab their home flag, which is A.
All right, so taking a look at the scoreboard, it looks like OpTic is up by 28 points on this side. So we have a 72-point differential at the moment. Infinity is almost on their last legs here, Ryan. They're going to have to push up, get 3 flag caps really quickly if they're going to win this round.
1 minute and 45 seconds left on the clock. Gunchi trying to get a shot off. Shot fired, gets taken out there, as OpTic is ready to protect the flags at all costs here. Spawning back into the map. Excellence is starting to move in the backside here, seeing if he can get another cap flag. They might be saying forget C, as they're going to try to go back for a B push. But these guys are getting constant 1v1 gunfights, and OpTic's coming up every single time on these gunfights.
Now we're seeing quite the exchange, kill for kill here in the middle of the map. A huge engagement going down right now. Just both teams spawning in and just merging right there. And this middle street, there's cars blowing up. There's just all kinds of hell breaking loose, but OpTic still managing to hold on to those 2 flags. They're not relinquishing anything. I think these guys have figured out a great strategy already. It's just being proven right here as they're playing Infinity to the T.
And for the first time, we see Infinity able to pick up 2 flags here, both A and C that they control. B is now in the possession of OpTic as these guys are finally starting to turn it on. But again, too little too late with OpTic already mounting a huge lead at 92-54. Add another 46 points to that, and there's no coming back at this point unless they can turn around here, maybe get 3 cap. But time is dwindling down, and this team is slowly getting demoralized over here, Astro.
Yeah, as we head down into the last 30 seconds here, Quiz, it's not looking good for Infinity. It seems that they've already been mathematically eliminated from winning this round. So OpTic Gaming is going to take a 2-0 lead here in the map count series. So what are you seeing over there? Is there a lot of communication going on over there on the Infinity side? They don't seem like they're too happy right now.
And there you have it, OpTic coming out with game.